Hey guys, what's up? It's Boy here bringing you a brand new video on this goddamn bag of garbage we like to call the internet. So today we're going to play in Hearts of Iron 4, a game that has been requested. I believe they requested me to play Britannia. I've had to update most of the mods because I've not played this game in about a year. Yeah, about a year. So we're going to be playing Black Ice, the new updated, which I believe is 0.5 Black Ice. Now I was going to do maybe a Yankee playthrough, and I was thinking about Soviet Union, but Soviet Union is a big hard game, quite hard to actually play as. So we're going to be playing as Great Britain, yes, and to celebrate that I'll be having some tea. Spiffing. Anyway, so we're going to be playing as the United Kingdom. I'm not going to touch custom game rules at all, apart from one thing that I would like to do to make this game a little bit more interesting. I hate that mod. I downloaded it thinking it would be cool. It's horrible, and I'll show you why. So, that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine. Release, yep. War goals. Was it that? Yeah, tell you what, I'll leave it like that. Coops 3, just show you everything is historical. France, democratic, historical. Fascist, historical, yes, Britain, historical. So we're gonna go completely fine. We're gonna play on regular because I'm not that good. And we're going to play in Great Britain. Conservative and Unionist Party, mostly conservative. We'll go through all that when we get into the game. So we'll load in and see how it goes. So here we are, we've loaded in and we've got a welcome to Black Ice thing, HOI 1.91. I'll let you read this if you want to. We have all of this here, so if you want to pause it and read that. And that. And of course that. And let's play. So first thing we're going to do is I will talk about the army and everything about the rules of the game real quick actually. So I'll use the national focus to help me out with that. Britain has actually one of the smaller. It seems really small anyway. Where is it? Reinforce the empire? No, it's not there. Steady as we go. No, it's not that. I'm trying to find where. 1 minute. I don't know why it's going like this because I can't find what I want. Isn't there the option to go fascist and stuff like that? Screw it anyway. So I'm going to go practically historical, apart from one thing. We will make sure our empire covers about 100% of the planet in the end, so we will be doing that. A lot of these ones are new to the front, Labour Corps, so that's pretty good. So I think what we're going to start out with is, let me see, so this will give me 10 stability. 2 civilian factories. I'm going to start with this. So we'll get ourselves some civilian factories in Sussex and Lanark. What our national spirit? So we have winter heating. Obviously, it's a bit cold in January. The power of the Commonwealth. So I get -3 consumer, and we get King George V. Yes, King George. Anglo-Irish trade war. That's going to be a fun one. War to end all wars. British stoicism and the London Naval. So I can't. That's going to be a bit of a pain. That. Now, do we want to reincorporate Ireland as an Irish person? No, I do not. We're going to look at the intelligence agency. So this is pretty cool. So we have the Secret Intelligence Service MI6. I believe I can change the logo and all. I wish I could see these a bit better. I do like the look of this one more. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I'm going to keep it with this one. We can have up to 2 of these people. I believe, why don't I just, we can have up to 4. Yeah, so I'm just going to improve that because I do want that stuff. When it comes to France, now I obviously have the option of sending in the BEF, the British Expeditionary Force, for the second time to defend the French Republic. I'm split half and half on that, for two reasons. One, I mean, let's be honest, most people can, Germany's a hard guy to beat, but I mean, most people can generally beat any nation in this game with enough effort and if you know how to play it. I don't play that often, so I wouldn't say I'm the best. So I might send in a small British Expeditionary Force. Obviously we know the Maginot Line comes all the way up to here. We have the Ardennes Forest here, which France thought that no tank could pass because they're idiots. Sorry, France. But obviously we have Belgium, so if we can help get some troops in here and to defend along this river, actually, because it's actually be very hard for Germany to cross over and then obviously across here. Or I can just hold my islands and here. Second thing I'm going to be doing is ships, RAF squadrons and battalions, divisions, can be named so what I want you guys to do, if you want to have, you know, a ship, whatever, you just need to tell me down below, like infantry infantry battalion, and this is what you want it called. If possible, like say you want an aircraft carrier named after you, then type in aircraft carrier and then name. I forgot to find the mod that I wanted to increase my shipbuilding capability, because I'm Britain and we have to have the best navy, and if we don't, that's going to piss me off. They've changed this with Black Ice, which is pretty cool, so we're going to sort out our research. So first thing I'm going to do is I always go concentrated. It's just the way I do it. And over here we're obviously up to 37 on this, but we're going to get mechanical engineering going. In the West Midlands we have what is it, I believe artillery and British armour. So we obviously have the 1936 Vickers Light Mark VIB, the Matilda. We don't have any super heavy tanks until the A39 Tortoise, and we obviously get the Centurion. They should really expand this game more into the Cold War, so we can actually play around with Cold War stuff. I'm not going to touch that for now. We obviously have the Rolls Royce, all this stuff. Can I get you? Yes, I'm going to get the Command Armoured Vehicle. Aircraft. Now, Royal Air Force. The best air force in the world, if you did not know. Okay, thank you. I didn't know about that. First thing we're going to do is start going across here and getting what we need. So, Wesley Light Bomber. Let's get you going. Aircraft again. For this one, we're going to get... Now, I've always been tied on which one is the best. I like to go with Strategic Destruction myself. Battlefield Support is a good one to go with, but at the end of the day, I've always been with... I'm a Strategic Bomber. And, of course, the Royal Navy. Oh, shit, this is a big doctrine, ain't it? I've not actually managed to look at this, because playing as Russia, you don't have any ability to... Naval Technologies? Oh, yeah. Naval. Are we lacking anywhere? Well, of course not with British Army. Submarines a little bit. We're going to start working on the technology. So we're 36 now, so what don't we have? Well, let's get these. Heavy torpedoes. And we obviously have the Commonwealth Research as well, which is pretty good. Diplomacy, don't need to talk about. Trade, I'm going to leave that one for now. Construction. What do we have? Well, we obviously have these to help out with all this stuff. Let's get some more recruitment down here. Yeah, we'll cover that. We definitely need some more civilian factories. We'll get one over here. One over here, one over here, one over here, one over here, one over here. And we'll get the civilian factories going first. Obviously, we have an entire sorry about that, an entire empire to build them. So yeah, that should be fine. Obviously, British Raj. Plan is probably gonna incorporate nearly every nation there is into my empire. Production I'm gonna do off screen, as well as organising my military. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. So I've got most of what I'm doing sorted, mostly production, so I've got everything going, and I'm about to lose fuel so fast. Oh, that's not good, that's really not good. Slowing down? Is it slowing down? Yeah, it should be slowing down. So, all of this, we are going to merge and into there. I'm building up a massive fleet here. Right. Submarine. Yes, go. And I'll sort out actual things later. I've sorted out one thing. I've got my League of Nations with a League Act. No, never does. I'm just gonna call this Colonial. Colonial Force, Defense. Don't really need to be completely, like, manned, like, they're only there for now. I'm gathering my army here, and I'm waiting for all these ships to arrive. God, I can't believe how fast that went down. Gibraltar, I love Gibraltar. Actually, while we're doing that, we're going to get them all to train. Obviously, if we can get them to train, then we can get that. I was a bit of an idiot, and I forgot to get cryptology going. For some reason, I can't cryptology Ireland. Okay. We're going to get Germany going. You going. Belgium? Should we do Belgium? Definitely USSR. And United States. We'll get all that going for over 2,000 days. Fair enough. Cipher is fully decrypted. We'll get a fair bit from it. I'm really loving this DLC. I haven't started sorting out this yet because it's just going to take forever to actually get how I want it. We have got decisions, but I have no nation building. Okay. Yeah, I can't be asked for that. Just get rid of that. I'm too lazy. We'll stop Germany from getting naval interest off of the Dutch. All of you guys got a lot of, we got the home counties, we got a lot that we need to fix. Most of these boys would have been boys that served in the First World War as well. So there's quite a lot of lads there actually. I believe we got some more here. I'll get you back in there. And we got some more over here. Oh Jesus, we have most of them over here. Yes, we don't need you in there. And the rest of them are coming now. So once that's done, we can start building up our navy. We have not got enough factories to actually supply our air force. Well, most of our air force, which is a bit of a pain, but I suppose we can work on that over time. There we go. We got you coming in, and get you together and back down. And we'll quickly wait for these submarines to there we go. And you're coming up to here to rally with that. So I'll show you what I'm going to do now with this. So we've got all of our. So this will be called Reserve Fleet, and this will be just the Reserve Fleet. Right. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4 ships here. That I am going to actually have to break down into Asia and the Mediterranean, I'm reckoning. Oh, actually no, I don't really need to, as long as I've got full control over most of the waters, but I am Britain, I'm very good at doing that. So, now that we got that one done, I'll just quickly wait for my submarines here to arrive. We have a lot of incoming. Oh god, no! It has ended for us. King George V has died. His Majesty King George V, let's have a sip of tea in his honour. The Emperor of India has passed away. May he rest in peace. He was a spiffing old boy, yes. He was very much a spiffing old boy. We have got a garrison unit here, the Belfast Garrison. Welcome to Belfast there, Mr. Connolly. I'll be defending this area from the Fenian Irish Republic. My Irish accent is pretty terrible. Oh yeah, pause. Ah, I'm an idiot there. Right, there we go, and we'll quickly just bang, and there we go. So you'll be known as the reserve subs. And this will be the reserve subs. Right, there we go. We'll get this reserve, bang, and a grotty colour. I'm changing this colour up, it's awful. There we go. And you will be reserve fleet and reserve fleet. There we go. Now we can actually work with our navy. So obviously I have got transport ships being built because God knows they get sunk so fast. We'll start with coastal submarines. So the S-class submarine. We only need one of them for reserve subs. Then we'll go. Ooh, which one do we go with? We've got mine layer here and these. So we'll need. If I change this to mine, just rename that real quick so I can know which one is mining. We'll get you in here, and this will be HMS Spearfish, and this one we'll get into reserve fleet as well. And we have one other set, so we have you as well, who will be into reserve fleets. So that's the main portion. So now we need to work on destroyers. So we have depth charge. What's the difference between these two? Well, let me just change this one so you'll be depth charge. So you're a DC class. Yep. And you will be going into the reserve fleet. Right, after that we need light cruisers, and we have, Jesus, a few. We'll quickly change you up so I know you are a mine class. Mine. I like to do that just so that I know which ones I'm building. So we got mine class and... What are you? What is it? Oh, that's a gun. No, but that actually is the correct terminology there. You'll be reserve fleet and you will be reserve fleet. You'll be free and a tree. I think, to be fair, we could probably take it off that for now. Until I get some more ones built. Our navy does come first after all, boys. We're going to get the Exeter class, I believe. And we'll get you into reserve fleet. And there we go, we have got all of these guys going into our area. The first one won't be built until December, so that's a good while away, ain't it? So you'll be HMS Cavendish. In February, March, April, May. Yeah, if I take them off, so that provides me with 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then if I take 2 off that, I can at least get another capital ship built. So we're building the Exeter class. Now if we start building the Admiral class over here, it won't be built till November, so 2 years. Oh Jesus, that's quite slow. Quite slow indeed. I have got 8 involved for this, so we'll bring that up to 10. And we'll start building a battleship, the Nelson class. And we'll get you in there, and you won't be doing it until September 38, and you'll be King George V. Well, he's dead, so I don't think he'll care too much. Actually, to be fair, submarines aren't exactly Britain's priority right now. I could do with getting a light carrier. I can't get a light carrier. What about a heavy carrier? What about an armoured carrier? The Ark Royal class. And we'll get you in reserve fleet. So you won't be done until the 10th of June, and you'll be HMS Ark Royal. I thought we already had our arc royal. Right, we'll go back here and quickly just get that so that we are constantly producing transport ships because they are very much needed. When it comes down to it, I also need to get trainers. I've got my army on training. I'm going to just slowly advance time while I go through this so we're actually moving forward. Now we have a whole navy here. We actually have a light carrier, URCVL, and that's the Hermes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a task force. I'm going to take the light carrier out, the Hermes. We're not going to take any battleships out, I don't think, but we will take a... maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 destroyers out. We have a lot of destroyers apparently as Britain. A hell of a lot of destroyers. Ah, there we go. We'll take probably the Enterprise and the Orion as light cruisers on board. And we'll take one. How many heavy cruisers do we have? We have a fair few heavy cruisers, so I think I will take the Norfolk and the Suffolk out. I believe they're the ones that actually went and struck. And you're going to be, we'll call you the training fleet. And what I want you to do is I want you to go out and train. We'll just call you the training fleet for now. You're going to train out here in the English Channel. Ready for any... Well, you're building up this for me. I do have this, which I absolutely love. So we'll have casualties. We will have... Let me see. If I get... Is it divisions? Yeah, so how many divisions I have? I have 60 divisions. We have... What's field strength? Field strength, so we know how much equipment we have in the field. And I'm thinking... We go to naval strength. Naval strength? No, that doesn't really work the best. Army strength. Popularity, surrender limit, stability. I'll leave it at 2%. I'll check that one. And we can have our first spy. So we have a double agent. Double agent. I don't like double agents. Escape artist. A seducer. We'll get you. And we're going to leave you in Britain to for now until we find out what the next guy is going to be like. We can also have 50 decisions. So what shall we go for? Let me see. Expand the Burma Road. Electoral campaign. Don't need any of them at the moment. We will expand this. Oh. I like the look of all that. So, sorry. Just quickly doing this. We're going about 24 minutes, so let me see. I'll go a little bit longer just to make sure we're going well. And there we go. We have already upgraded our agency here. Right. I can have another operative, and I'm going to take another 12 off just to get that built. It does affect us in the long run, but I mean, we're pretty good at doing this. Oh, there we go, 60. One thing I'm also going to look at is we're going to look at this. So if I click on here, so non-resistant, so all of these are pretty much. Do we know if it's going up? Civilian oversight. I will come on to that, and we are currently still controlling Kingdom of India, right of Egypt. We will see how you go, boys. Where are you going? may want to ask why you're out here. Oh yeah, I do need to actually add this on. I'll add you there. Apparently I've got a multi-division over here. So we've got Cairo and Canal Bridge. So we are going to add you two because you are Garrison forces. And we'll get the Suez protected. I'll just add that. And we'll take the Transjordan area and we'll just put you in there as well. Might as well, really. Might as well. I don't need to defend air bases, so that actually might allow me to get you and you involved into the defense. Now, we technically only have one cavalry, well, one active unit, so these militia and garrison units, they're not getting used by me. I'm not going to be using them. Good games. Norway came first in Germany. Great Britain was 7th. Ah, that was sad. All of you guys are coming up. So are you, but you are militia, so I need to get you in defense forces, really. Yeah, get you there, and you there. And you are going to garrison anywhere like here. 35. There we go. And should I garrison the French areas? No, don't worry. So you need 37 units. We have 37 units. It does mean getting a lot of units are going to get mixed around a bit, but that's really one of them. I can't really fix that. Now our equipment strength ratio is not the best. We have our... Now I need to sort out quickly the Air Force training. So we're going to take East Anglia. We can fit 1,000 here. Where's our most? What's our most? We have... Okay, so the most aircraft we have will be the 117 there, 400. So if I move all equipment there, keep it as a reserve air wing. Number 2 Squadron RAF, you are going to be training for us and getting us what we need. They look like Typhoons. Right, I think they're meant to be Spitfires. Yeah, they're meant to be Spitfires. Right, that's practically everything set up. So yes, it has been a half an hour long video of me setting everything up and talking about what we're going to do. Belfast Garrison. You're going to defend Belfast. Do you believe that will be the question? I always... Just saying, never been a big fan of the Belfast accent. What do you guys think of the Belfast accent? But remember, if you want a ship, regiment, aircraft squadron named after you, then guys, please comment down in the comment section what you want and what you want it called. But I have been Raw Coyote. This has been Hearts of Iron, a fucking clusterfuck of a video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. See you next time, guys. Goodbye.